Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ariana with another video. If this is your first time ever watching my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe. Guys, in today's video, I am going to be talking about the pros and the cons of wearing closures. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, because if you're watching this video, I know you're probably a bit scared to try closure, but I will go ahead and tell you that closures are my best friend. I'm so happy to be making this video because I will tell anybody closures will save your life. So as you guys know, if you watch my videos, I have been wearing sew-ins for a long time. I don't wear them anymore, but I used to wear sew-ins like religiously. And whenever I first started wearing sew-ins, I would always do a leave out. First, whenever I was wearing my leave out, I had relaxed hair, and I typically wear straight hair, so you know, it blended. It didn't blend as well as it should have been blending, but you know, it blended, so it was okay. But after a while, I decided I wanted to go natural, but I didn't want to try a closure because I was like, oh, it's gonna be too wiggy, it's gonna look like terrible. So I was like, you know, I'm not gonna try one. So I tried straightening my natural hair to match my straight weave. I don't know why I did that. It was the biggest mistake ever, like in my weave history, life, whatever. Like, it was terrible. And so I decided one day, I was like talking to my cousin, and I was like, I think I'm gonna try a closure. And she's like, she wears closures, and she was like, closures are bomb. Like, she was doing my hair at the time. She was like, let's do it. And so that's how I started to love closures. So let's start with the cons of closures. Well, first I'm gonna show you a closure. Right here I have a free part closure. If you have not shopped my hair extension line, shop Pure Posh hair extensions. I will be sure to leave the link down in the description box below. So here is a closure here. This is a free part lace closure. This is what the inside looks like. It has some baby hairs at the front, you know. The inside looks like this. I only wear lace closures just because I feel more comfortable wearing them, but silk closures are fine as well. But this is what they look like. Now, cons of wearing closures. The first con is that they can be tricky to install. Whenever you get a closure, you have to make sure that whoever puts your closure in lays it flat. And when I say flat, I mean flat. Like, I have a closure on now. Of course, this is a wig that I made, but I have a closure on now. And I have made wigs in the past when I really didn't know what I was doing. And I have made my closures bumpy. Like, if you don't sew it the correct way on a wig, it can kind of bunch up at the top. That's a no-no. Like, you have to make sure that whoever does your hair, whether it's you or somebody else, make sure that your closure is flat. Make sure that it starts at your hairline. Don't let it start way too far up or way too far back to where you see your natural hair. Make sure it starts on your hairline. Like, you have to be careful about that because you want it to look realistic. You want it to look natural, and you got to know what you're doing. Okay, so the second con of wearing closures is, especially with the sew-in, whenever you get them sewn down, the maintenance can be a little hard to keep up, because if you wear sew-in and you get your closure sewed down, your hair is going to be constantly growing, and as your hair grows, your braids are going to become more loose and your closure is going to start going backwards. And I have a video, you know, on here about how to fix that. It's a very simple fix. I will link it down in the description box below. Some people said it's ghetto, but it works. So whatever. But so, you know, I would have my sew-in for like a month whenever I was getting my closure sewed down, and then next thing you know, instead of my closure being on my hairline, it was back a little bit. And some people don't like that because they don't like having to fix it or to move it up. You know, they don't like having to deal with that. But I just do wigs, so that way whenever I put my wig on, I can fit it how it's supposed to go. I don't have to worry about my hair growing out. So it's really not a con. It just depends on how you like to get your hair installed. Alright guys, so the third con is you have to be very careful with closures, especially when you have them in like with a sew-in or something like that, because when you have in a sew-in with a closure, all of your hair is covered, and as you guys know, sew-ins itch. They itch really bad. And so if you scratch your closure, it will over time, not right away, but it will start to put like a bald spot in your closure. And I have done that on accident because, like, if you know, you guys know how it is to have a sew-in. It itches, like it itches really bad, and I found myself like scratching my closure, and then I went back to look at it after scratching it for like a month or so, and then I have like a spot. So just be careful about that. But other than that, like, I can't really think of any other cons whenever it comes to wearing closures. Like, they are the best thing that's, well, not the best thing that's ever happened to me, but they're pretty good. So now let's talk about the pros of wearing closures. One, they protect your hair. So when you wear a closure, your hair is going to be braided and protected underneath your closure, which means you do not have to put heat on your hair. You do not have to put tension on your hair. You don't have to worry about blending your closure with your handles because they already match. All of your hair is one texture, and it is just the best thing in the world. Like, you have to get a closure. Another pro for you natural folks like me, you never have to worry about your hair reverting back. Whenever you wear your natural hair out, especially with a straight sew-in or straight hair, whatever, you have to worry about your hair reverting back and poofing back up and not blending with your hair extensions. And with a closure, you do not have to worry about that at all. All of your hair is always going to be one texture. That kind of goes along with the first one, but you know, I'm just letting you guys know. But the third pro, for those of you who are wondering, they are very easy to maintain. Literally all you have to do is wash them and let them air dry. I mean, you can blow dry them, but I just don't really believe in blow drying my weave. But just let them air dry and they are fine. Closures are amazing, and if you're scared to try them, just go ahead. Like, after you try a closure, you will not want to wear a sew-in with leave out ever again, guys. So try a closure, you will love it, I promise. There's no need to worry. Try it, get like your girl, shop Pure Posh Hair. I'll make sure that I leave the link in the description box below. Guys, I thank you so much for watching this video. If you have not subscribed, please do that down below. Click the red button. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And if you have any questions, comment them down below as well, and I will see you all in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.